Hi everyone, it's Bronwyn. If you don't know me, I am the president of the South Windsor Youth Soccer Club as well as the convener for the senior women's soccer programs. If you are looking to get registered for our soccer club and for our upcoming fall indoor season, hopefully this video will help you get that started. If you're returning to us, welcome back. Indoor registration is going to look slightly different this year because we have to try to make changes to make sure that we are accurately reporting numbers to the Ontario Soccer Association and that we are charging you the proper amount of money to cover those fees. We want everything to be accurately reflected in our process and in our fees. So this year registration for indoor is going to look a lot more like the outdoor registration process. So when you get to swysc.powerupsports.com, log in to your members zone. If you're brand new, you're going to have to create a profile. So click on sign up, and then you just continue through entering your personal information. Please use an email address that you check often. 99% of the communication between myself, the club, and you is through email. So please use an email address that you actually check. Also, please use a password that you will remember. I can recover and reset your password for you, but it's best to just use something that you actually know. So I'm going to log in. When I log in, my pages are going to look a little bit different than yours because I'm an administrator and I have different access to things. But most of what you see on the screen here is what you will have access to. Okay, so when you log into your member zone, here's what it looks like. Okay, you've got all your things on the left-hand side. Okay, today's events. There's nothing happening today, but say this was a Sunday and game day, you could click on today's events and it will show you the games that are being played, the schedule for that day. So what field are we playing on? Click on today's events. It'll show you the time and the location of where your team is playing. You can also access the schedule for the whole entire season here. Obviously, that's not made yet. You can look at standings and you can also look at results of each game. So this little menu here is helpful if you need information as to what the heck you're supposed to be doing on Sundays. Okay, so what you have to do is here's the registration center front, and right in the middle of the page, you got to click on 2018-2019 fall winter indoor season. Now again, you're going to see a little bit more things here on my page, and you probably won't see these, but just make sure you scroll down and look for 2018-19 fall winter indoor season senior women session number 1. Session number 1 is from October 14th to December 16th. That's the one you want. You also want them to make sure that this one says individual registration to cover the OSA registration fee. Every single person who is signing up for the Women's League needs to complete this, whether or not you are a captain or just a regular player. If you're just a regular player and not the team captain, this is the only thing online you will have to click. So you don't have to worry about anything else if you are just a regular player on your team. If you are the team captain, you will have one extra step. So if you are a regular player, mine says purchased already because I've gone ahead and done this already for my team, but you should have a $25 box right here which covers your OSA registration fee. So make sure you select that box and hit add to basket. Now just for demonstration's sake, I'm going to click the session 2 one just so I can show you what your basket looks like. Now, if you've been online shopping before, this is a pretty typical process. So, player item, double check that you're picking session number 1. The quantity is 1, and the price is $25. If the price is not $25, you've done something wrong, you're clicked on the wrong box, do not continue. Go to Update Basket and find the product that is for session 1, $25. Do not click on the one that is $1,300 or any other price other than $25. If you're paying more, you are not doing it correctly. So please, empty the basket, you can hit the little X to delete this, and then you can update your basket and go back. If you have the right product in your basket, click checkout. Now the next thing is, it's called a questionnaire, but really it's our participation waiver. It's just a waiver saying that you understand that soccer comes with the risk of injury and that you're accepting that risk and that you are agreeing to participate in spite of the risk. Okay, you're waiving certain legal rights to say that you were injured without any knowledge of that risk. So if you want to read through it, you can. It explains what types of injuries are typical in the game of soccer, and you are aware of those injuries and that you understand and agree that you accept these risks and hazards and you are responsible for your own personal injury. Okay, so once you read through that and you agree, click on this box and submit. You cannot complete registration without submitting this waiver. We can't have any players that have not signed this waiver for insurance purposes take the field. It's too much liability. We are a small nonprofit organization, and we cannot accept the liability for anyone who has not signed this waiver. So hit submit, and it'll move you to the next screen. The next screen is the payment method. I know some of you are a little bit hesitant to use your credit card online. Please find a way to get past this. It's 2018. Your credit card is insured. This website uses secure connections, so your information will not be shared with anyone else, and it is only a $25 payment. The most easy, convenient way to get through this step is to use a credit card. If you cannot or will not use your credit card online, you have to make arrangements to get the $25 to me some other way. I can't be chasing people down. I don't have time to do that. And we may not have time to do an in-person registration event because we have only a small group of volunteers and it just might not happen. So please, if you can, use your credit card. Okay? So if you can, check Visa or MasterCard. If you are not going to use your card, select cash, check, or mail-in payment. So I'm going to select Visa just because and hit continue. Okay, so this is where you enter your credit card information. Unfortunately, we cannot accept Visa debit or virtual Visa. This is unfortunate, but it's just the system that we are set up to use. And if they update it in the future, I will let you guys know. Okay, you can save your credit card information on file with us. We will not share it. We will not. It is a secure location, but you don't have to do that. You just have to check no. The next two boxes are club communications and email opt-in. Please check yes in these boxes. Like I said before, 99% of the communications between myself, the club, and you as a player are through email. And if you do not check these boxes here and yes, you will not get the updates, you will not get the information, and you will be left in the dark. So please check this box and select yes to opt in. We don't spam your account. We just want to keep you informed if there's any cancellations or games that have been rescheduled or any important information that pertains to your soccer program. So once you've done that, you can hit submit. Your credit card will be processed and a receipt for your purchase will be emailed to the email that you provided in your member zone. So I'm not entering any payment information, so I can't hit the submit button, but once you do, you will be able to. And once you've hit submit and the payment is processed, you are fully registered. I will then add you to the roster of your captain's team. So your captain will submit a list of people that are on their team, and I will find you in the system and add you to their roster. So then you will be placed on their team and you will be fully registered. So if you are just a regular player, not a team captain, you are done. You can log out and go to bed knowing that you successfully registered yourself online for women's soccer. Congratulations. Now, if you are a team captain, you have one more step, so stay with me. So we get back to the home page here of our registrations. If you are a team captain, you have to do that whole step for the OSA fee, the $25 registration. That gets you covered as an individual. But now to get your team registered, you need to click on the 2018-2019 Fall-Winter Indoor Season Senior Women's Captains Session 1. So this is the captain registration, and you will be collecting the $1,300, which is your team fee, from each individual player on your team. Now, all you do, depending on the number of players on your team, that's how much each person has to pay. So if it's $1,300, if you have 13 players, each person pays $100 to you, plus their $25 that they're going to pay online individually. So all you have to do then is make sure that you check the $1,300, add it to your basket, and then submit. Go through the process you did with the checkout and the basket and all that stuff like we did, same as the $25. Now, no one is expecting you to pay $1,300 in a lump sum if you cannot put that on your credit card. I understand that completely. We can set up installments where you can pay however much amount each time. But what I strongly suggest is do not pay any money on your credit card until you've collected it from your teammates. I know this can be tough, but I don't want you personally as a captain to bear the whole burden of paying that $1,300 if you have not collected that money from your teammates. It's too much money. Don't do it. So let me know if you need smaller chunks to put on your credit card. We can set up installments, or you can just ignore the payment. We have about a month till our season starts. You can ignore the payment reminders and just wait until you've collected all the money from your teammates so you have the full $1,300, and then you can pay it so that you're not shouldering the entire burden of that amount. Okay, so basically, then you have to just give me a list of the teammates that are on your roster. I will add them to your team, and then you'll be all set for October to play. Okay, hopefully that was clear. Hopefully you understand what's going on for registration, and you can get yourself and your teammates signed up and ready to go. So, yeah, send me any questions if you need to. The best way is email bronwen.wood@gmail.com, BRONWEN.wood@gmail.com. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.